Alright, what's up, Dragon Brood? Today we're getting around to finally playing some rabbits because this one looks a little bit different and splashes just a hint of red, and you're going to get to see what it's about here in a second. So let's hop in and talk about rabbits. So we're going to start with 4-seasoned Warren Guard. I don't think this card's actually particularly insane, but I mean, if you get to attack with the 3-2 for 1, it's pretty good. And even by itself, just being a 1-2 does block a fair amount of other things, so that's okay. Paw Patch Recruit. This is kind of definitive. If you're playing rabbits, you're definitely going to play this card. Same thing can be said of Valley Might Caller. While it's not actually a rabbit, it does get a bonus for all the other rabbits entering the battlefield, and we have a lot of rabbits, so why not? Case of the Gateway Express, obviously pretty good. It's another removal card for us, and can potentially pump our team. We do have a couple of copies of Get Lost, as well as Valley Quest Caller, so we get to pump all of our rabbits and get to scry whenever rabbits enter the battlefield, which is actually a pretty big deal. Beauregard Mentor is going to be bigger for the number of other creatures we control, which is going to be quite a lot, the way this deck is built. Phineas Ace Archer. Now, I think this card gets played in some versions and not in others, but the reality is, if you have like 3 or 4 other creatures and you attack with this, you make everything else larger, you usually get to draw a card, and even if they block this just to kill it, it at least drew a blocker away from something else that's larger, and you probably get more damage through. So it's a pretty solid card all around, and it does randomly have reach. Hop to it, of course, as a way to get way more creatures for our Beauregard Mentor, 2/2s if we have a Quest Caller, like obviously more stuff for our case. It pumps our Valley Might Caller 3 times, so love that. There is a copy of Sanguine Evangelist in here, but the red card we want to play is Imadane's Recruiter. This gives us the option of making 2 more bodies, or just giving all of our stuff +1/+0 in haste, which is the side we're probably going to use most often if we're being honest. And we've got some Knight Errant of Eos to help us dig to find those Imadane's Recruiters or other things. I will also say this, that you could probably cut the Sanguine Evangelist and just play a 4th Knight Errant, which is more than reasonable if you want to do that, but we'll see how it plays out throughout the video. As far as the lands, we're not doing anything crazy. There's an Oak Hollow Village, so you can put counters on all your rabbits when they come into play. There's a Cavern of Souls, obviously we're going to call Rabbit just to make stuff uncountable, and a Merrick's just for some extra tokens. So nothing too crazy there, just a bunch of lands to make it possible to cast all of our spells. Now, if you like this twist on rabbits, of course, you have to get into the video to see how we play and how it does. But if you like it, we'll have a link down in the description. You can go over to Moxfield, a channel sponsor. You can download it, put it right into Arena, and have some fun for yourself. For now, though, let's go see if rabbits can hop over the competition. Oh, man, the opponent's name is hilarious. Protein Shake. Love it. All right, we'll keep this. We'll see how it does. I mean, this is a lot of damage for our lands, but we'll see how this works out. Tender Wild Guide. You know, I might be willing to make a trade here if they're willing to make a trade. I feel like they want their mana more than I want a 2/1. I was correct. Let's go. I think I want to do this and this. And then next turn, I think we'll play a Might Caller into... Well, depends. If they have big blockers, then we just have to play Hop to it. If not, I think we're still okay here. All things is... Oh, that's actually interesting. So we play this, do this. No, I think we still play a Quest Caller here. I think anything else is just getting too cute for no reason. And here they can double block a thing, or they can single block and take 5. Either way, we're good with it. They both trample, so. If they block like that, it feels like they have another Bristly Bill or something. Okay. Fair enough. If they don't, it feels a bit awkward, right? Ooh, a Paw Patch Recruit. That is interesting. Dang, was not expecting that, actually. All right, let's go with this. They're just going to let that happen. All right. go with this. See if they let this happen. Seems like they are. Okay. Alright, that's all it took. Okay, we'll keep this. Got some non-damage lands this time, which is very nice. Very nice. This is where it gets a little tough because, like, I'd really like to get a Valley Might Caller here, to be honest. So I could Might Caller into a Warren Guard. Because you don't really want to play Phineas here to just die. I mean, I assume they have a cut down. That's all they're trying to do. Oh, no, there's a freebooter. Okay, so they had a different real card there. Okay. How are we going to go about this? Alright, I'll assume you have a kill card of some kind. No need to attack. I mean, I guess we could have, because, like, we have even a get loss if they would have attempted to play, like, Shieldred or something. Yeah, that was a bad no attack. Usually, I just don't attack there if, like, I figure it'll put us behind if they ramp. But in this case, we would have been totally okay. So I should have just attacked. That is a bad move. Okay. I was going to say, I figured they had the cut down, so that doesn't surprise us at all. Okay. Let's go ahead and attack. I mean, they discarded a deadly cover-up earlier, so, I mean, there's a chance they just have another. And if so, that'll just be the game. And we'll just move on. Like, sometimes it's that simple. I mean, we got a slow start. Don't really have much to show for it. I guess, in reality, there's a world where we could have played a season Warren Guard first, then try to play a Phineas, but I assume they're just going to sweep her here. Okay, they didn't have it. Alright, no sweeper. I mean, we can't terribly take advantage of this, but... Oh, wait, actually, we don't even have to waste this. What am I doing? And then we get to attack. In the turn. I mean, they got 4 mana. Oh, they're going to get rid of our case. Nope. You know what? Actually, I'm going to kill this myself for 2 reasons. One, it counters their virtue. 2, it gives me counters, so I get to further pump my Warren Guards. And I could crack one of them to possibly make one of them even bigger. And they don't gain life here. So there's a lot of reasons, I guess, to target my own thing. Not something I recommend usually. They're probably wondering, why are you doing this? Well, there are several reasons, as I outlined for my listeners there, opponent, but you can't hear it. Now, the reality is, they might just have another kill spell, and it's like, it's whatever. I'll just be attacking with a lowly 3-power creature by itself. Or I guess a 4-power creature, actually. So, they 2-for-1'd, so we wouldn't get the counters. Love it. That's what that pause was about. That is so good. Alright. That's how you know that was a good play to kill your own thing. The opponent was willing to give up another card, 2 cards, to be able to kill it. That's so awesome. Actually, no, they just paid the life. Nice. Ah. Alright, we'll keep this. This looks promising, right? Might Caller. If we can get another 2-mana thing, going Might Caller, 2-mana thing, then Paw Patch or a pile of things, could actually be really good. I'm going to feel really bad if we just have to, like, Paw Patch as our only turn 2 play. I mean, I'll still do it, obviously, but I'll feel really bad about it. Oh, they're debating if they should just kill our Might Caller now or play something else. Alright, well, it looks like bats are on the menu, as they say. Well, I guess we don't have much choice, do we? We'll just do what we can do. Man, this hand was not great. But we'll see what we can make do with this. Now, it is possible that they play the new bat, the life gainer here. We would still be able to kill it. If they're a land on top? Okay. That gives us a chance to kill Amalia. That's actually pretty important. Believe it or not. Alright. So, I mean, I could make this into a 5 and attack with both. Actually, you know what? That's actually a real thing. Hold on a second. If I do that, then... yeah, I think we do. I think we do. I mean, if you don't block, you take 7. Alright. Then this practically guarantees that Case gets to kill something next turn. Or, depending on how they attack and leave behind, we could just go with Imidane's Recruiter. That's annoying, though. So now they're going to possibly get 3 life this turn? Blech. Alright. No! They're getting her... they're going to take the Case, obviously. Like, I would take that. I say that, well, yeah, it's just, I think you still have to. I don't think that's really an option. Alright, they didn't get to grow Amalia, so that was good, I guess. But we are going to Imidane's Recruiter, and everything is staying back here, so... they have to survive 2 Recruiter hits. Which is a real thing, considering we have a couple of Tramplers. Yeah, that's 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18 damage. So they got to block at least 2 things. Probably Recruiter and Token. That's not going to stop enough because that still tramples. There you go. That's what you want to do to stay alive. Alright. Now, the good news is, if for some reason they had a sweeper here, we still get to attack for 3 with haste. Alright. I don't think that's going to do it. Yeah, because you got to pay life to get a thing back. You attack, you gain 1. Yeah, that's not going to do it. Alright. Looks like we're all good here. We're just going to play the other one with haste. That should more than do it. Yeah, never had to cast our Case, but it didn't really matter. Ooh, we'll take that. Considering the opponent gained a sizable chunk of life that game, that's actually a pretty good way to finish. I think we got a mulligan this. On the draw, this feels like entirely too slow. Alright, this is better. What if we keep this? And I'm brave, aka stupid, and we get rid of the Get Lost. And I'm really hoping to draw more 1-mana things here. Okay, that's not bad. It's not bad. Because then now, worst case scenario, we could go Might Caller into Warren Guard, and then maybe get to set up something with Phineas on the following turn, which wouldn't be awful. Alright, we could live with this. They're going to just exile something that's going to waste. Why are you playing Deadly Cover-Up in your Lizards deck, opponent? Okay, fantastic. Let's put this on Rabbits so we can minimize some damage. And then we'll just go Frog into Rabbit. And no attacks. I think I'm going to save the block here. Force them to use some removal if they want to come through. And if we could find a miracle additional 1-mana thing next turn, it'd be huge. Or a hop to it. Either one would be good. I would be ecstatic about either of those. Actually, that might be even better. Ooh. Because I do kind of want to get Phineas going here, actually. So let's do this. Just for one. Play Phineas. Now, if I want to be real diabolical, I could just play the Knight Errant here, but I don't think we need to. Here we just say, this is 9 damage. You got to deal with it. And with Paw Patch, if they decide to kill like Phineas, then we just move counters over to one of the Might Callers. You got it. I'll take 4 damage when you play this next land. Sounds good. All the more reason it's good we set with blockers. Can't lose any crazy way here. And when Phineas attacks, everybody's getting juiced. Ooh, you got Shieldreds in there too? Alright, that's good to know. Alright, would have liked for you to have been an untapped land, but this is fine. Alright. Everybody's in here, I think. Man, that's a giant pile of damage. Sure. What do we care about killing more here? This is a guaranteed damage, practically. I think we kill this, because this at least forces them to attack if they want to do something. But I don't think it matters, right? They're still dead, yeah. I'm not gonna lie, no 1-mana things makes this hurt a little bit, but we're gonna keep it anyway for the sake of science. Alright, well, this is gonna be a failed science experiment. Oh, not good at all. Not good at all. Alright. I'm tempted to just GG's here, honestly, because we're not coming back from this. I say that. I mean, I guess their hand could be really bad, but I really doubt it. Alright. Let's see, if they Liliana here, make us sacrifice a creature, we could double recruit. And that gives us some options next turn. Oh, it's just a Zora line straight up. Alright. Well, that's a thing that happened. You are an interesting card. So we can... Double Paw Patch Recruit seems kind of good. So I feel like that's what we want to do. But also, if we do this and a Paw Patch... Yeah, I'm just going to double Paw Patch. Like, I don't particularly love that, but it's better than nothing. There was also a possibility of just, like, Phineas plus Warren Guard and then force him to kill Phineas, but, like, yeah. Alright, we lose a bit here. We're at 21, we go to 15. Like, this is still in the realm of winnable, so we're not going to be too upset here. Let's go... Man, you know what? If we could Phineas plus recruit on the same turn, that's pretty strong. I have to consider that. But I think if we Phineas anyway, and they use a removal, we get to pump something else, so why not, you know? Alright. Actually, we get to pump 2 things. So I assume if they're going to kill some... I don't know. Depends. Their hand could be a lot of stuff, honestly. Well, Biza, they get 2 1/1s. That's actually bad for us. Like, really bad. Opponent. Phineas has reach. There you go. No blocks. We'll go to 9. Then we'll go to 7. Okay, that's pretty good, too. Man, lots of things going on here. How do we take advantage of this? I guess we just Quest Caller. Then we play this. So So we get to scry. Don't need that. And now I just have to think about how do we lose from here, right? Sometimes it's not how do we win, it's how do we not lose. So if we attack with everything, let's say, right? These will get counters. We will lose a life to Shieldred when we draw a card. We'll lose 2 life. These become a 4 and a 3, so those just get block, block. And then these are 19, 18. That's not enough. So I think we're just attacking with these. I mean, they trample, so if the opponent wants to deal with them, they can deal with them. Alright, Biza gets to eat up some of that. They might also have another Biza, too. And then they just play that and gain more life. Alright, opponent goes to 9. So we do have to monitor our life total because we may not be able to attack with Phineas, depending on what they do here. Alright, they get our Recruiter, but that's whatever. At this point, they have to deal with our mentors. They paid to return nothing? Yeah, I was thinking the same thing. I'm like, that's silly, right? Okay, sure. Alright, we're at 5, but now we just attack? Like, I'm just double checking things real quick to make sure. But yeah, I assume we just attack with everything. Because why not? I mean, there's so many tramplers here, it's like, I don't think we die. And we can pump our tramplers 1 more. Sure. Alright, I think we're good. Okay, cool, got there. Somehow beating the life gain decks. Couple of quick things, by the way, while we're gonna keep this. But a bunch of you haven't hit that subscribe button. And I know so because I see a bunch of people who watch that aren't subscribed. So it'd be really, really helpful if y'all would subscribe if you haven't. I'd much appreciate it. Also, people don't know this, but if you're ordering from Amazon, if you're just going to randomly buy something, if you use one of my links in my description, any of my Amazon links, and you do any shopping within 24 hours of that link, like, I'll get a small kickback. It's not much, it's like 1 or 2%, but like, it's a way you can help me out whenever you're doing stuff you're going to already do anyway, you know? Alright, what's the opponent doing here? They're going to Impulse. Okay, this must be the mono blue deck. This'll be interesting. Let's get an untapped land. That's going to be very important here. Okay, that... We did the first part. But yeah, I keep a few different ways that hopefully y'all can help support your boy. Alright, we're going to counter the Mentor, I'm assuming. Or bounce something. Both would be viable. Alright, that makes sense. I also have sweet merch down below as well. Like, you can just click the merch link and check some stuff out. We got a lot of stuff. Oh. Alright, I think I'm going to do this first. Because I'm sure at least one of those is a counter, right? We're not foolish here. Oh, they didn't even have it. Okay, cool. Then I guess we win. I was going to say that's not really enough, but actually, when it comes down, this becomes a 4, then it's a 5. This becomes a 4. This will attack as a 2, but this is also attacking as a 3, so if they don't block the 5, any combination just kills them. So, alright, cool. That works. Boy. I don't know if we can keep this one. We don't have any green mana. We can't keep that. I was wondering, something looked weird. I was like, why can I not keep this? I'm going to gamble. This is bad, but we're on the draw. So here's what we're going to do. And then I'm just going to have to draw untap white land, untap land. Right? That's just what we got to do. If we hit it, it looks awesome. If we don't, we're dead. That's kind of it. All right, there's the first one. We have 2 turns to draw the other white mana. Or just the other untapped land. It doesn't even have to be a white mana. It just has to be an untapped land. Okay, that's reasonable. Killing Quest Caller or killing Might Caller? Killing neither? That seems strange. Oh, because you're playing that deck. Got it. Okay, well, guess we could be losing our board to a temporary lockdown soon. So, knowing that, here's what I think we're going to do. I'm actually going to... Let's see, if I do this, then I just have to tap everything for a Knight Errant, and then I just lose it all, most likely. If I just play Knight Errant... you know what? I'm just going to go for it. Yeah, I guess I can stay on top. Why not? And then I'm just going to attack. I'm going to assume they're going to sweep the board. But since we have this on top, we'll just play that, hop to it. Or we could hop to it and put counters on things. Like, that's reasonable too. Oh, no, I won't. I need another mana. So it looks like the best I could do would be Might Caller, hop to it. Have a 4/4 Might Caller, some 1/1s. Okay, that's not the worst thing. Uh-oh, they're tapping manually. That means something's coming. Okay, they're going to gain life. Go search for a land. And they got an island. Okay, so they're going to Leyline Binding. Fair enough. So does that mean we're staring at... What's her name next turn? Because it sort of feels like it. So how much am I willing to tap here versus just attacking the opponent for 8? You have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 mana. You need 7 for Atraxa. I don't have the removal card for Atraxa. Oh, man. This feels really bad. Yeah, this draw. I knew when I kept it, it was trouble. Sorry, opponent. I'm trying to figure out what to do here. I think I'm going to attack with 2. And then just use the Knight Errant with the other 2. I think is the plan here. Alright, that gets us Quest Caller and Phineas? Sure. And in the turn. I mean, I'm going to feel bad if we don't have it, because they're at 13. I can attack for 12. So I'm like, that's going to suck, but not much I can do about it. But they don't have double black. They don't have double white. So most of the sweepers are off the table. Okay, so they could sack that and gain life. So we wouldn't have killed them anyway. Unless we draw exactly... It would have to be exactly... Not that. I was going to say the... Give everything haste tutor. Alright, so we have 2. That'd be 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Oh, wait, is that exactly 16? Yo. Oh, no, no, no. Wait, no. I guess I'll keep that. 9 plus 4, 12. Yeah, okay, cool. All right. The reason I was mildly panicking there is, like, for a second, I thought I did the mental math of adding a point to the knight, even though it's not a rabbit. And then I realized the last second, nope, I only counted that for 4. It should still be Xaxes, so I attacked. So if you're wondering why I was like, no, that's what that was all about. Okay, let's keep it. I think I'm going to lead with this. Hoping to draw an untapped land so we could play Quest Caller into Paw Patch. But if we get another 1-mana thing, I think I'm tempted to just... Okay, well, we didn't. So I think we're just going to go here. And attack. And see what the opponent's up to with this Skrelv and some Bant lands. Because I don't really know. Oh, Skrell's Hive? Oh, yeah. They're going to lose life and do our job for us. Excellent. We'll be loving that all day, every day. I'm not even worried about killing that. We're just going to go more rabbits. Scry into... I mean, I guess we might as well keep it, right? Yep. And attack. And then they'll lose 1. Yeah, if this is just toxic, this is a good setup for us. I mean, they could... Oh, okay, sure. We're all about it. Why not? Jawbone Duelist, you got it. This is protection. Can't be the target. Hexproof. All right, sure. Then let's just go ahead and go here. We'll get rid of Skrelv. Not that Skrelv can really block anyway, but, you know. I guess if we target something else, they would have lost 2, and then we... it's whatever. It's not all that relevant. Let's go ahead and just play this. Sure, I guess. Attack, attack. I mean, we might as well attack with all of it, right? 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. It doesn't quite kill them, does it? It's not that exciting. All right, sure. Just those. I mean, they can kill like one of our Paw Patch recruits here. But either way, it's a lot of damage, and then they're going to take one during their upkeep. So, like, I mean, I guess it's fine. Alright, opponent's at 3. At 2. Yep. Fortunately, we have no poison on us yet, so they would have to do a lot of targeting of their things here for us to die. I was going to say, like, I don't know what their plan is here if they're not bouncing our stuff right now. But even then, yeah, I don't know. Paw Patch, yeah, that's not going to cut it. Like, sure. I got some poison. You got me. Yep. And then we just get to attack with lots many. All right, let's go. That's a lot of damage. I mean, they really wouldn't even have done much anyway. If they only had 2 things to target, we would only ended up with, what, 6 poison or something along the way? We were a long way from dying to toxic. I think one of the things that I've learned about these decks, too, though, is obviously you want to get them tapped down so you could get rid of the Rot Priest with stuff that's not a spell, because this isn't a spell, so you don't take any poison there, which is nice, because it's in play when you target it. But also, if you're making a bunch of blockers, it's also really hard for them to kill you, because they don't have a way to punch through. Oh, y'all, guess what? We get the Salt Rope from the Bant player, from the Toxic player. How fitting is that? The Toxic player decides they want a rope. I'm all about it. I think it's good stuff. But yeah, I think that's one of the biggest things. Like, you probably, I would think, would beat that deck more often than not playing this one, just because you force them to have it every step of the way. Now, if they get a great draw with, like, Rot Priest, something, you know, Serum Vision, whatever, right? Like, that's fine. But outside of that, I think you're in pretty good shape. All right. And the damage goes in. Love to see it. Okay, sure. Let's do it. This feels like one of the more normal hands I think we've had so far. Just like play a thing, play a thing. Ultimately, I think we'd like on turn 3 to play a 1-mana thing plus the other Burrow Guard Mentor and then fire off the Recruiter. But we'll see what happens. Still lots of things that could go wrong between now and then. Are they also playing rabbits? They are indeed doing so. Okay, that's good to know. Alright, this sets us up pretty good for next turn. We have 2 greens, so that's awesome. No need to attack here. There's a good chance I probably wouldn't even block if they attacked her, because I think we're going to have a better setup next turn. Phineas, good card. Good card. Kind of annoying for us, not going to lie. Alright, so Might Caller into Burrow Guard. And I think we attack. And I'm tempted to attack with the Recruit here. Because, like, if they trade... I'm thinking, like, what's the worst thing that happens here? But I don't even know if we need to. I think since we have potentially bigger turns next turn, I'm not going to do it. And we do limit some of their options here if they decide to try to kill something. Sure, you got it. If we can get, like, 1 mana do... Nah, that wouldn't do enough here. That wouldn't do enough. Alright, so now the question becomes, do we go with Recruiter? And I don't think we do. I think we just do this, and then just get our attacks in. Because, right, these 2 plus anything is lethal here. So they've got to block. And I'm willing to trade whatever exchange they want to pump their team or whatever. But this is a lot. And then whatever survives, we get Recruiter. And if we get a 1-mana thing, Recruiter plus something is pretty powerful too. Yeah, love that. Yeah. Okay. Honestly, I think what happened there is the opponent just probably forgot about the trample from the Paw Patch Recruit, because I think they blocked with the 2... Yeah, they blocked it with Phineas. So they probably thought they were going to be at 1 and we're going to try something. But yeah, we were in good shape there. Okay, we're going to see what we can do with this. Probably want less land here, deck. I think that would be the choice. I would love that. Would be real nice. Alright, let's go here. Into here. And honestly, we're just hoping we don't get hit with, like... Oh, well, that's unfortunate. I was going to say temporary lockdown, but it's probably going to happen here anyway. Oh, it's not a lockdown, so that's good to know. Alright, if you kept that hand, why? Because you have another one? Nope, because you have a Get Lost. That's good to know, though. Red land by chance? Nope, but we will leave that on top. Alright, we will have to be a little careful here, because I do feel like this has potential to be the Boros Control deck right now. And we have to decide what's worth it here. I think I'm just going to go with this. Does this put a counter on that? Rabbit Frog? Yeah, it would. Alright, so let's do that. I think we'll get our answer if they try to target a creature here or not. So let's go to attack. So if they have a lockdown, they'll probably just take it and then get rid of our board. Okay, so they don't. I'm betting they don't have a lockdown here. Okay, that's good to know. All right, they take their damage. I mean, it's possible they still do, and they just didn't want to take some amount of extra damage, but that's at least what that feels like. Sure, why not? Oh, this recruiter's looking kind of rough. All right, what are we looking to do here? Play this, attack for 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Possibly more. Yeah, all right. Let's go here. Another mic collar. All right, cool. That was enough, I guess. Man, that game felt weird because our draw was very clunky, right? We didn't have many like quality 2-spell turns. It was just except for early. It was a little bit weird. We never got the red land for the recruiter. At this point, I was going to be happy just to have a 5th untapped land so we could just make 2 2/2s, realistically. But yeah, I guess that was fine. All right, we'll take it. I mean, you take a win how you can get them, but go Gadget Rabbits. All right, so I feel like we kind of built a better mass trap. And I say like this is a deck that's going around, so it's not like this is an original idea to me. But this is actually really good. There was a thing, though, I was thinking about that we might want more Sanguine Evangelists instead of the Knight Errant of Eos. And hear me out as to why. Like, it's good to dig and try to find our recruiters and stuff. Like, nothing wrong with that. However, there's a lot of scenarios where even just being able to play the Evangelist is going to be good enough to give us those extra points of attack that we want. And it does make a bat that still counts for triggering the Valley Quest Caller because it cares about bats. And actually doesn't trigger the Might Caller. I was about to say Might Caller, but it actually doesn't. The other reason I like it is there are a fair amount of what we're calling the Boros Control decks going around that are playing several sweepers of different varieties or whatever. And having these leave behind a creature could be just the difference that you need, especially if you've already gotten off a case or something else or whatever, right? So there are some benefits to it. I just don't know. It's a tough call. I think we leave it as is, but if you don't own Knight Errant of Eos and you have some Sanguine Evangelists, I think it would be fine to play them, and it still makes a lot of sense here. And partly because there's a lot of turns where you don't necessarily want to tap your team. You want to just keep attacking, right? Now, if you're in a weird situation where you're kind of a little bit of a standoff or whatever, you need to reload your hand, then like, sure, go ahead, see if you could find something to protect yourself post-sweeper or something. But I think I'm on board for the most part with more Evangelists, but I'm going to leave it like this for now, since that's what y'all got to watch and the deck worked out. But the list we're going to post up is 4 Season War Guard, 4 Paw Patch Recruit, 4 Valley Might Caller, 2 Case of the Gateway Express, 2 Get Lost, 4 Valley Quest Caller, 4 Beauregard Mentor, 2 Phineas, 4 Hop to It, 1 Sanguine Evangelist, 4 Immodane's Recruiter, 3 Knight Errant of Eos. Lands are kind of all over the place because we're trying to just make sure we have our colors on tap when we need them. But a Plains, a Village, 4 Copperline Gorge, a Battlefield Forge, 4 Inspiring Vantage, I don't know why it split those up, 4 Brushland, 4 Rays of Arch Thicket, 2 Cavern of Souls, and 1 Merrick's. Now I have to say, if you're looking for new things to play in the meta, we played a mono-white mid-rangey deck that feels like it could be one of the better decks of the season. So you probably want to check out the next video for sure. So that's all I have for you for now. We'll see you next time.